Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus with your afternoon update, and there is a lot going on. Look at all of these warnings. The snow, the wind in the northwest. They even had the blizzard conditions, and they got a lot going on just over there. We got a lot of snow coming through the Midwest. Heavy snowfall. We got a lot of rain, a lot of winds, a lot of flooding. This is just so much going on. Now, we're going to come back to this map and check this out a little bit closer because this tornado watch is still going all the way up to the north, and we're talking all the way till 9 p.m. all the way down Florida. Just like I told you, that whip of that tail is going to go all the way down Florida as this goes offshore. I'm going to show you some information real quick, then we're going to come right back to this and check this out real quick. This storm is actually intensifying. The low pressure is going to deepen even more. These winds are going to get even stronger. Already reported 70, 80, even 90 miles per hour wind gusts. So if you've never been here before, make sure you subscribe. I am all year long. I'm trying to reach 300,000 subscribers by 2025. You would help me achieve that. Thank you so much. Make sure you click that bell. That way you do get the updates. Power outages is getting worse and widespread. Now, 100,000 at North Carolina. Let's refresh this. And it's still at 100,000. 100,000 North Carolina, 80,000 Florida, 70,000 Pennsylvania, 50,000 Georgia, 40,000 South Carolina. And that's just what they have for the top four. Look at all these: 16,000, 36,000, 16, 16, 14, 24, 14, 32. There's thousands of people without power in multiple states. It's not just these low four you see right here. There's so much going on right now. Now, so far we had 14 tornado reports and still going, guys. I told you this was going to strengthen as it goes through today. This was the strongest part, and unfortunately we did get a fatality. Extensive damage in Cottonwood, Alabama. Numerous brick and frame structures affected. One fatality confirmed. And a lot of wind reports. So you see the tornado reports, but when you look at the wind reports, you can see they're getting 60, 70, 80 miles per hour wind gusts, even higher. Look, this one's 92.8 miles per hour wind gusts. This storm is even going to get even stronger. And you can see this right now in HRRR. So you have a 978 surface low down there, and it's strengthening with the winds. But as you go through the evening, it's going to go all the way down to a 974, 973, and 972. It's going to be a strong system. It's still going to deepen low pressure even more than what it is right now. That would wind up the winds even more, and that's when you're going to get that big banding of that snowfall to come along with that. Look at these winds still expected for the rest of the evening. 50, 60, 70. You're still getting some more 80 in that white right there for South Carolina. The coast of North Carolina getting 70, 80, even getting a lot of this 90 right offshore. 90, 100, 110 offshore. Plus, you're getting a lot of 40, 50, 60s for the northeast. Intercoastal getting 70s. This wind is going to bring out a lot of your power outages in the northeast. This is not going to help one bit. Plus, on the south side, where that banding is still going right down Florida and right across the Carolinas, chances for tornadoes still. You can see with your significant tornado perimeters that it does ramp up as you go through the evening for the coast of South Carolina, right along close to Myrtle Beach, and then it goes along the coast of North Carolina all the way to 7 and 8 o'clock at night. But you can see all the thunderstorms going on. So you got this big banding coming through, big old squall line, but you still got these cells that's getting pulled northerly, and those are the ones that you got to watch out for that can spin up a tornado, and it will be quick spin ups. But while it goes up that coast, it is bringing that 50, that 60, even getting pockets of 70 miles per hour wind gusts, even a little bit of 80 with those cells right on the coast of North Carolina. You see how it strengthens. And that does carry towards Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and the Northeast. And you see the latest update on the tornadoes. It is still the same, so you still got a chance for significant tornadoes in this black and yellow section for the rest of the evening, plus a 5% and the 2%. Here's your cities and states still for the rest of the evening. And you have your damage and winds. Still got hurricane force winds all evening long, especially in that black and red section. Be careful of that. Plus, for the northeast, you got this big 50 and 60 miles per hour wind gust coming along the coast all evening long. This is about 8, 9 o'clock. This is Central Time. Remember, you are East Coast. You're ahead of this time all night long, getting into 70 possibly as it goes through New Jersey, as it goes later in the evening, then goes by Long Island, Connecticut, and goes off into the Atlantic. Maybe even hitting Maine as you go through early in the morning. This is at the same time that you're going to be getting these storms come right on across all evening long. Now this is going to melt all that snow, bring all this heavy flooding and those crazy winds, 20-foot waves it is going to cause power outages. Still showing widespread expected, guys. And just until tomorrow morning, bringing 1 and 2+ inches of rainfall to add with that snow melt. Now, still showing when we get that second system, it will come through all the way through Friday and Saturday. Next 4 days, 4.5 days. And this is just the next 4 days. Then after this, then that potential southern snowstorm. We will deal with that later. Let's just go over the next 5 days of potentially what is coming with all of this snow. Look at this. In the higher elevations, getting anywhere from 3 to 4 feet of snowfall coming through as it comes through Washington, Oregon, California. Idaho getting really heavy. Western Montana, western Wyoming. Also Utah, Nevada, really heavy. Colorado, really heavy. And Arizona and New Mexico, a little bit lighter. But as it comes across the Great Lakes, now it's still talking 1 to still 1.5 foot, maybe even 2 still within the next 5 days coming from that snowstorm and bring more towards the intercoastal northeast. And then that Clipper's going to come through after that and bring more, and maybe that southern storm. We'll talk about that later. But you can see it's still going as a 992, going all the way up to a 968, a 967. You're still getting a bomb cyclone. You're still getting cyclogenesis, where it's going 24 millibars in 24 hours. That's a bomb cyclone. Still getting those winds on the wraparound. That's also going to bring more storms, more flooding towards the northeast as you go towards next weekend, guys. And as that pushes along, and then that southern storm is what we're going to talk about next. But look at this. I'm not joking. As you come up through Friday, starts bringing that heavy banding of snow on it as this is deepening. The low pressure is getting stronger, and you can see your miles per hour winds. You're getting a big pocket of 35 to 45 miles per hour wind gusts for hours coming along with all that banding of that heavy snow. Now that is bringing your blizzards, guys, as that comes across. For blizzards, all you need is 3 hours of 35 miles per hour wind gusts and a 1/4 mile visibility. This will cause that. It's going to start in early afternoon and go all evening long to the early morning hours while you get all this snowfall. Very heavy banding. Definitely looking like it's going to be bringing blizzards over towards Wisconsin, towards Michigan, maybe even the UP of Michigan. And over here on the southern side of this storm where you're getting all these storms and all this rainfall, that is going to be damaging winds coming with that as that moves through for Friday and Saturday as well. And still showing that third and final storm, that southern storm, still potentially bringing that southern freezing rain, that freezing ice with that as well, and that snow right above it. But happening right now, we have a lot happening right now as we get that second system that's coming through. Our Clippers are going to come this way, and that next system that's coming for Friday and Saturday for the Great Lakes. You're getting a lot of warnings as well as you go through the evening. Now you are getting some snow squall warnings over here in Butte, over here in Montana. That's what that is. That blue right there, those blue squares, that's some snow squall warnings. They're getting a lot of snow. They're getting a lot of winds. A lot of the winds is picking up. A lot of wind damage down trees. This is why you get a lot of these power outages, guys. And this is just creating a lot of power outages. Look right here for the Central Plains and the Great Lakes. Bring a lot of snowfall. Bringing inches starting to add up now. It's been a lot of that wet snow, but now it's starting to lose that warm temperatures. It is getting that overnight temperatures, and everything's starting to turn into snow. Give it a little bit more time. Trust me, it is going to start adding up. Plus, you have down here for the tornado area. You can see you're getting those straight line damaging winds. Look at this wide area of getting straight line winds as you come through. Even 60 miles per hour wind gusts, and you get 3/4 inch hail with that as that comes through. There is so many going on. I can guarantee the live streamers have been busy for today. Tornado warnings all over the place. All these water spouts coming on land and becoming tornado warnings. This is what a water spout is anyway. Look at this, all over the place. Multiple tornado warnings at the same time. This is literally the height of the storm, and it is picking up. This is going all the way towards North Carolina and South Carolina. You're getting a straight line damage and winds. You're getting a flooding. You're getting a lot of the tornado warns as well. Look at this. Multiple states all at the same time. This one is intensifying. That low pressure is going to deepen even more, guys. So just be aware the winds are going to get stronger and stronger because that storm is getting stronger and stronger. But my heart does go out to everybody in these storms because there is a lot going on. Psalm 145, 1 through 6. I will extol thee, my God, O King, and I will bless thy name forever and ever. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name forever and ever. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall praise thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty, and of thy wondrous works. And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts, and I will declare thy greatness. Amen. Have a great night, everybody. I do pray every single one of y'all will be okay. You will be safe. Prepare for the power outages. Make sure you got your supplies that you need, your food, your milk, some water, some batteries. Remember, all glory always goes to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. I hope he always keeps you safe, you and your family, and fully restores you after this storm. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Have a great night and be safe, everybody. I'll see you in the morning.